That's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, half of the AFC East ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And away we go from East Rutherford. To return it, here's Isaiah Williams. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They'll be let out by a player in his second stint now with this team, a decade after the first stint ended. Year 13 now in the NFL for Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now...
And look at this. Only takes him one play before they're able to drop him. Raymond Jones. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing on second, Smith. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they were headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. They'll run for it with Hall. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. So failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
He gets forward. That's about 4 yards. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Down on the play by Devontae Sweat. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's made in the air. He's going for it himself. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Patriots.
A handoff for Henderson, running left. And he stopped just before he can cross the goal line, and also somehow, Brock, short of that first down marker, too. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Second and inches.
It's May on the keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thinking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker, and because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And this one will clear the end zone. No surprise to any of us, right, with the kick moved up. But Ole is going to come out to the 20 on that touchback. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They give to Hall on the draw. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that's going to be first down Jets.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's a design run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Second down. Here's Smith. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up. Exactly 1 minute to work with in this opening quarter. They'll air it out on third. Connects with his back. Hall. And they cleaned that play up nicely, Brock, after a gain of 4. And limited them to that, so not enough to stave off this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Throw caught by his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. How about 19 yards on fourth down, Barnum, and the call to go for it pays off.
First down.
All right, so the offense staying out there. They've got first down now inside the 45. Smith to the air now. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. Again, he hits the second level. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Hall crosses the goal line. Touchdown, New York. On is Katie York for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that ties things at 7.
Game at 7. Kate York to kick off for the Jets.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Patriot offense headed back out as we take a look at offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. McDaniels, of course, a fixture here with the Pats as a coordinator. This is his third stint, 15th total year in that role. He's won 6 Super Bowls with the franchise and nearly got a 7th last season in his first year back with him. They go play action. Here's May. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back to the 20. Now After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Fine again following the sack. May. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down. Throwing is May. Escapes the pocket. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets and Brisson about set to go on offense. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one out with Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Smith in the pistol. Gets everything he has under this one. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on second down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative.
The coverage by Carlton Davis.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. He has the first over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 41.
Throwing is Smith. Buying some time right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Henderson here from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down. To throw, here's May. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. David Onyemata. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. Another punt coming up. Bryce Barringer to do the honors again. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets and Brisson about set to go on offense. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And the Patriots get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline. Try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet. The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half. And they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening and what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. Lost a bunch on that completed pass, and they're going to need a far better completion here, 3rd and long. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. The short throw yields short results. Only a yard, but they needed a whole lot more. It is 4th down. Gallis connects. And our first half ends with 3 points. So a field goal game at the half. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Now is York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the 2nd half. And through 2 quarters, Brock, it has been the defenses directing the pace of this game. Both offenses, got the same message during halftime. Switch things up, guys. Switch it up.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant message. It's such a dichotomy sometimes in that locker room at halftime, especially when one side of the ball is doing their job and you're not. These offenses got to get it going.
On 2nd down, May setting up the screen with Henderson. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. May now. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! That's Demario Davis. And the Jets will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the 2nd half. You have all that data from the 1st half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the 2nd.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They go right back to Hall. Finds a big lane. It's a New York touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
York tacks on the extra points. They jump ahead by 4.
Makes the score Jets 14, Patriots 10.
Now it's York to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Sticking with Henderson. Hits a seam at the 40, and he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
the 44-yard line.
On play action, here's May. This one finds the fullback. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that first down marker. That last catch looked good enough for the first, but they're going to need another inch or two here on third down. Made a throw it. And he's going to be taken down back across midfield at the 49. And that sets up fourth down now and 4. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Barringer, the one to send it away. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Smith has his man. That's their rookie from Oregon. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. That's going to be a New York first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Smith checks it down to Hall. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. This is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
A 6-yard pickup.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Snared, but not inbounds. He focused too much on the catch, I think. Not where he was at. So no score just yet on second down. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Looking to throw, Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have a first and goal, so no decision needed on fourth down any longer. Great individual effort there.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Smith. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. Garrett Wilson scoring there to end an 8-play drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
21, Patriots 10. Cade York to kick off for the Jets.
Now is York to kick this one away. Fielded by Henderson. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Patriots running their offense out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
You know, Kay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, okay. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here's May on second. And it's off his hands and incomplete, so an opportunity unfulfilled on that second down. That means it's third down. Here's May. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. That's his third on the ground this week.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick.
The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. And they were all over this one. They stop him short, and the fake fails.
Cade York to kick off.
Now it's York to kick this one away. Fielded by Henderson. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. May looking to throw. Henry on the catch. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Now May on second down. Here's Henry again. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down, Patriots.
Here's May to the air. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And they get him down after a gain of 10, but great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down. May. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. Goes to the hurry up here. On second down, it's Stevenson. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. Running a screen for Stevenson. And they needed several times what they got right there. Stopped with just 3 on the completion. That means it's fourth and long.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Patriots hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. Pass complete, screen flag. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Hall on the give. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They give on second to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Smith to the air now. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stops. And that's going to be good for a Jets first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Running right side by Sadiq. And out of bounds before he can extend for that marker, Brock. But still a gain of 9. Nicely done on first down. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Smith setting the throw. It's caught by Wilson. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Jets.
All right, they'll go pistol set here.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. And he runs it across. Touchdown! York now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And there's an example of why you never see fake extra points anymore. He's out of bounds well short of the goal line. On now is York to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. So the frustration spilling over a little bit on that play, Brock, choosing to just get rid of it, even though we did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, I'll co-sign on that. Frustrating. It's just been that kind of ball game, just not in any rhythm. Really, the defense dictating so much.
And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on first down. So the win goes to the Jets. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh,